Greetings fight fans, PEMBY'S here with another outing for my fighter, One Big Cock, who is one big cock. But I thought to myself, let's see how another style of boxing can, you know, see if it benefits me, because lately I've been losing as many as I've been winning. And I thought, well, you know, change your tactics. So I changed the block, and hey presto, the Pacquiao straight. I've been practicing a lot in fight now, but I'm still finding the boxer does things that you know, like rushing forward twice, bobbing and weaving when I'm pushing back on the joypad, you know, on the stick. I'm pushing left to back off, and he's rushing forward like a mad cunt. But I must admit, I've looked at it at OWC's latest fight, and I have to congratulate him on that, because the guy was a very capable boxer. Obviously, he held a belt. And you could see he was a good fighter. But OWC absolutely dominated the fight from start to finish and won the belt at the end, and congratulations, it was deserved. But that's his influences on my fight in this fight. But another thing that I found with this fight is the lag. It was shit. You know, the freezing of the game, the lag. It's a wonder anyone plays this fucking game, you know. Last night I watched Manny Pacquiao, his fight with Manuel Marquez. And one thing you notice straight away is the speed of the movement of both boxers. And this game, you know, just even against the computer, when you'd have to deal with the online lag issues, it's not even half as quick. But that straight right that Pacquiao throws, oh, I catch him early there. Go on, cock, go, cock, go, go, cock, go. Yeah, I couldn't. This fight was a match-up, and it said within 25 levels, so I presume he's a higher level. Because I'm not a high level, you know, I'm still a student. If you check my channel out, you'll see 5 parts of the Alien Colonial Marines walkthrough. So I'd appreciate it, you know, if you even if you watched it for a minute, just to, you know, if you're not interested in the game, of course you're not going to watch it. It's like me watching a campaign walkthrough of Black Ops 2, I'm not going to watch it because I'm not into it. But I've recorded all the campaign, finished it. There's a few fuck-ups along the way, but there's 5 parts currently on YouTube, and there's another 14 to go. So I'm thinking, should I fucking bother? But anyway, back on the fight. You see, this guy's got the exact same Pacquiao style as me. But I could hear his kids in the background, so maybe you know, you never hear him. But you know, he doesn't try and foul or anything. Because look at it, look at the freezing and how slow the punches are being thrown. At one point I'm like throwing a left-right hook, getting a nice uppercut there. Getting a left, you know, throwing a left-right hook, and I'm pressing the buttons left, right, left, right, left, right, and nothing's happening. I'm like looking away from the screen as if to say, well, when you're fucking ready then. Jesus, you know, the fucking lag. Excuse me for getting so irate, but it pisses me off. I just want a game, me, that, you know, reacts when you react. And this boxing game is seriously flawed. It's such a pity. It really is. It's not so bad when you fight a friend. I fight Ridden Works, and I know he's only in, you know, in the south of England, whereas I'm in the north. So, you know, lags shouldn't be an issue. But then again, when I filmed this fight, I was uploading part 6 of my walkthrough of Aliens Colonial Marines. I've tried the multiplayer on that, and it's a bit hit and miss. Got to get used to the controls, especially if you're an alien, you know. then you got to unlock special abilities, which do make it a lot better, I suppose. But I don't know, if you're playing a shooter, you just want to shoot, don't you? Anyway, right now I'm playing a boxer. And just look at the slowdown in the game, and this, you know, all I want is a boxing game or a fight game that reacts when you do. None of this fucking lag. Shit it is. That probing straight right from Pacquiao, as well as catching people when you don't expect it to, it seems to come from, you know, it seems to be a punch that has more reach to it than the regular straight right. See what I mean? And it seems to do more damage as well, I've found. There we go. Check out my latest tutorial on recording your commentary, and it's basically explaining how I'm doing what I'm doing right now, which is, it's a piece of piss, as you say, where I come from. See, look how slowly he threw that straight right. I mean, remember, this fighter really took it easy, but that straight right is a devastating punch when it's landed correctly, you know, as opposed to the regular straight right, say if you're using the power or you're using the speed, you know, attribute. Plus I think a lot of guys at the OWC use the Pacquiao straight, you know, the Pacquiao style and the Philly shell block. Could have played on that cut, I suppose, but it's very, very hard to time your punches when you've got, you know, connection issues like this. Look, I won every round. And half the time I'm looking foolish because it's just it's so hard to time your punches. But I stuck to the you know, the game plan of watching my opponent more than I'm watching myself. Try and judge what he's, you know, he's going to throw the straight right or the sidestep uppercut, whatever. You know, try and read the body language, even though you know, they're just a bunch of pixels on the screen. See, he tries to power straight quite a lot. But in this game you get, I mean, I'm wise to it, but some spammers, I'm not calling this guy a spammer, but some spammers, they know that when they've maxed out the height and straight right and everything, and the maxed out jab, they know that because of the way the game's programmed, your fighters can't, it's very, you know, finds it very hard to get out of the way. I've changed his trunks slightly. You can see the lettering on his trunks a bit clearer now. I've changed it to the sequins style rather than the shiny, whatever, satin version he used to wear. Actually, he comes on with a Mike Tyson cloth, and then he's got them flashy pants on, so I don't know, maybe I should change it. But he is the cock. He's one big cock. Oh, I thought, great, a new subscriber, but the subscriber was on my music channel. So, and he's liked one of my particular favourites that I did myself. I did an album and I called it Oxy Evolution, Part 4 is my particular favourite from the album that I composed, and somebody's liked and favorited that video today and subscribed to me, which, you know, makes me feel good. Oh, my knees are killing me sat here doing this. But I've also, actually, tell a lie, I've also got a new subscriber today myself, and I don't know who else, where he's heard of me, but maybe it's because of the aliens content, I don't know. You can see I've only stunned him once, and I thought the way this fight was going, it's just going to go to 10 rounds and I'd probably win it on points. Yeah, a good counter uppercut there. Very hard to counter and rely on it too much when there's lag issues like this. I felt like speeding the video up slightly so it's more entertaining to watch. I should have done that actually. See both of us trying to back step straight. I do it a lot more now, you know, but I don't think it's not part of my game. That's, you know, I try not to rely on too many things. I just try and learn from each experience in the ring, if you know what I mean. I think out of all the video games out there, this has got to be the most competitive, and I've noticed quite a bit of needle recently between YouTubers at, you know, post Fight Night Champion. I say, guys, for fuck's sake, if you're using some kind of exploit, then, you know, there's not much you can say to defend yourself. But I'm not going to criticise you as a person. I'm not going to criticise your videos on YouTube. There we go. Don't criticise me for that. But that's in the game, and if you time it right, that kind of thing can happen. You know, practically everybody in the game who knows about that move will use it. But to max out your fighter to 100 and max his height, make him really light, max out his jab and his straight right, you know, that's all well and good because that's the way the game's programmed, but that's a flaw in the programming. Like I say, if somebody's going to do that with a fighter, they should have to suffer some kind of penalty, like a glass jaw or not being very, you know, too susceptible to being stunned to the body. You know, I think that would be good. I mean, they could easily patch that, but I think they're happy that they made the money on this game and they're not ever going to do something like that. But it's an idea for the next game, because if they give fighters the opportunity, players the opportunity to max out the, you know, lefts and rights, give them a massive reach and massive height, you know, maybe that kind of penalty should be implemented. Let me know what you think in the comments anyway. But Mr. Cox's not doing so bad. I thought about changing his name recently because I think someone who's called One Big Cock, how the fuck can you take him serious? But let me know in the comments if you think I should change his name. And if so, what shall I change it to? I mean, you notice when he comes on, he works at Kim's Takeaway in his spare time. Should he retire, got to the takeaway, or shall I just change his name, change his image? Or shall I learn to fight proper? I love this game when it you know, it works, but when it doesn't, fuck, you know. The whole street could hear me screaming the other day. I was playing Fight Night Champion. fought this guy who had a like permanent smile on his face, a created boxer. Had him down three times, and because of lag issues, he knocked me down twice in the last round. And on my second time of trying to get up, I couldn't get up, and I was nearly crying. I was nearly crying because I was winning on points. I was three knockdowns to, well, three knocks downs to one up. And he got me that second knockdown because he'd done a lot of damage with power straights. I mean, this is all this guy threw, power straights, but you know, he'd done the health damage. And to say I was fuming is an understatement. But I expected this guy to be an absolute beast. But as you can see, I've got the edge in the fight, and the scorecards tell you the story. Oh, probably only see, he tried it again there. I'm too eager with that stick. A lot of the time I've thrown a left uppercut and then unwittingly I've thrown a right, then a left again, not meaning to. The analog sticks is, you know, it can move in any direction. So you want to throw a specific punch, there's more than likely you're going to throw the kind of punch that you don't want to throw. So if they just made a game where it was just all stick work, it'd be flawed, you know. You'd be saying, let's throw that hooker cut, and then he just throws a normal straight. You know, it pisses you off. I'm going to be getting Crisis 3 in a week on Friday in the UK. I just hope it's not out in America first, because then there'll be loads of Crisis 3 multiplayer matches and all sorts even before I've got the game. But one advantage I'll have over Americans who play Battlefield 3 in March, early March, the PlayStation 3 owners get endgame before anybody else. So I plan the same day to upload footage of that game, because nobody, oh, see that there, nice, lovely straight right, fuck off. But I plan to upload it before, you know, you guarantee that when you get opportunities like that on YouTube, you're running to get a gaming channel, you can get exclusive content on there. You're going to get plenty of views, and touch wood, I hope I do. And you know, people then they look at all your other stuff, you know, and it all adds up. Plus my channel, if you look at it, you'll see that there's loads of playlists, everything. If you want to watch specific videos, you just go to the specific playlist that features those videos, you know. And I've got Rhythmworks to thank for that. Ooh. But congrats to Sakuraba. Sakuraba. There we go. Congrats to Sakuraba. Look at that. Right, left, belong on his partnership, and I wish you all the best. You know, because I'm subscribed to some guys of like 150,000, 200,000 subscribers, and they must be making an absolute mint. You know, one thing I'd do is get better equipment, better PC to record me footage. You know, I just hope the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox 720 allow you to capture gameplay, because if they don't do that, and then it's all downloadable games as well, I think that's a recipe for disaster. Anyway, this is PEMBY'S 66 and One Big Cock signing off. Catch you later. I hope you enjoyed the fight.